It's been a minute. Let's head up another county. And today we're going to do Grant County, named after General Ulysses S. Grant. So at this point, we all have kind of a general idea of who General Grant was. And in our mind, we kind of expect him to be this very gruff, very in your face, clenched teeth, baring jaw, alcoholic, just madman. And that's not who Grant was. One of the things that doesn't get talked about Ulysses S. Grant enough was he was very much a dedicated family man, and he was a very gentle type of person with his family, especially with his wife. His wife, who she was very nearsighted and couldn't read. Whenever they would spend time together, one of their main pastimes was Grant and his wife would actually sit in a chair, and Grant would read to his wife because with her eyesight being so poor, she could not read the pages. That is not something you expect after a general who gets known as one of the bloodiest in the Civil War. Grant also hated the sight of blood. His father was a tanner and worked in different tanneries and different places working with leather. And the sight of animal blood of any kind would just make him sick, and he found it revolting. He hated that so much so that he pretty much ordered all of his food as black as possible. If he was having meat, he wanted it burned to a crisp. If he was eating chicken, he wanted it drier and all get out. Grant also did struggle with alcoholism. And it's not one of these, oh, I'm just going to go out and get drunk. No, he would try to fight off drinking as long as possible. When he did, he would get so stupid, fall down drunk that he would just drink himself into a coma until he passed out. And he hated that about himself. Grant, not a fan of the fact that he was dependent on alcohol. And the times when his alcoholism was at its worst was when he was away from his wife. So during certain periods during the Civil War, when he was away from her, he was known to get have problems and all that. So that's where that alcoholism and Grant comes from. Overall, Grant has been going through a resurgence in his character in the last couple of years. A book was written by him that was very well done. This one right here, if you're interested in it, Grant by Ron Chernow. Same guy who wrote Hamilton. And in it, you've seen a lot of people who are coming to a greater appreciation for what Grant accomplished as president of the United States, not just as a Civil War general, but as president. His presidency did suffer from corruption. Grant was far too trusting of several individuals. Unfortunately, his father was one of them. But overall, Grant creates Justice Department, fights for more equality amongst the United States, and was a firm believer in civil rights for all people. So, Ulysses S. Grant, namesake of Grant County. We're making some progress.